Sonny Young has been standing by to give us updates coming from, of course, Sonny Young loves the NBA, and we are in the business stage now, the playoffs. Sonny Young will also take us to the White House, so it's going to be very, very interesting. And Sonny Young will have one or two things to say about Serena Williams. Sonny, good to have you on Sports Tonight.
Austin, it's always a delight, always a pleasure to be on with you on Sports Tonight. Hello once again to all your viewers all across Nigeria.
Fantastic, Sonny. Good to have you on the show. And somehow, Sonny, you're beginning to influence me. I was about shouting, "Go Wizards!" And I said, no, but Sonny, the playoffs is here, and we're seeing quality basketball.
Lots of quality basketball, Austin. It seems like we mentioned last week, we mentioned his name, Russell Westbrook. Every week we mention his name, it seems, on the show. But he turned in another spectacular performance on Wednesday night. However, it wasn't enough for the Oklahoma City Thunder to win. Westbrook recorded the highest scoring triple-double in NBA playoff history. I'll quickly run down his stats. 51 points, 10 rebounds, and 13 assists.
Awesome.
But James Harden and the Rockets, they beat the Oklahoma City Thunder 115-111. So Houston now leads that series 2-0. 2 other games on Wednesday night in the NBA playoffs. The Golden State Warriors, playing at home, defeated the Portland Trailblazers 110-81. Golden State now leads that series 2-0. And I can't forget my Washington Wizards, Austin. They won. They played at home, not too far from where I'm talking right now, just a few blocks. And they clipped the wings of the Atlanta Hawks, 109-101. Quick shout out for the young guards for the Wizards, John Wall and Bradley Beal. John Wall scored a game-high 32 points, and Bradley Beal had 31. They now lead that best-of-7 series 2-0. Lots of excitement here in Washington, Austin, about those magical Wizards.
Let's see, Sonny. No, it's too early to start, raising those arms up, but it's okay. I'll leave for the moment. But Sonny, did you notice that I didn't start this conversation with Russell Westbrook? It was deliberate because I've given up on it. I'm so done with Russell Westbrook. But let's talk about his team. Despite all he did, they lost that game. Now they trail 2-0. Do you think they can bounce back?
I like Houston in that series, Austin. I think they're a more balanced team than Westbrook and the Thunder. The fourth quarter, I mentioned all those points that Westbrook scored, 51. Well, he did not shoot the ball well in the fourth quarter. In fact, I think he missed like 14 of the 18 shots he took. Houston collapsed on him. They started doing some trapping defense on Westbrook. And I think Houston overall they have a better squad, and I think they will advance in that series. So James Harden right now looks like he's going to get the better of Westbrook, at least in terms of whether his team advances.
But we just can't stop talking about Russell Westbrook. Gave us the highest scoring points in a triple-double. Now he has given us highest scoring triple playoff in a triple-double in a playoff. All I can say about Westbrook, Sonny, test him for the alien DNA. Test him, Sonny. Let's go to the White House now. The Patriots, they happen to become the first championship team to visit the White House. Sonny, when I heard that news, I said to myself, now it's confirmed they are 100% patriotic.
Patriotic indeed at the White House, Austin. The Super Bowl champion New England Patriots, the champions of American-style football. As you mentioned, they became the first squad sports team to visit the White House under the presidency of Donald Trump. Trump praised the Patriots and their head coach, Bill Belichick. The visit, not without controversy, however. I would say about at least a half dozen members of the Patriots did not attend the ceremony, Austin, including the star quarterback for New England, Tom Brady. He basically, we're not quite clear on why he didn't go to the ceremony, but he said it was for family reasons. His mother is suffering from cancer right now. So Brady, arguably the biggest star on the team, was not at the White House. But overall, it was your typical White House ceremony. President Trump gave a short speech, and then Belichick, the head coach of the Patriots, also spoke very briefly, and he praised Trump for just his hosting them at the White House, and he said it was a great visit. They got to see areas of the White House they had never seen before, and they have visited the White House before. 5-time champions of the Super Bowl. So awesome. I would think they would know every corner of that White House by now, Austin.
Awesome. Sonny, I was going to say let's dig into why Tom Brady wasn't at that ceremony, but for his mom battling cancer, it's okay. Let's wish him well, and I wish the mom well also. But Sonny, whenever a championship side visits the White House, during the days of Barack Obama, he throws some lines that gets us talking. With Trump, was it anything memorable from that visit?
Well, traditionally, when these teams visit the White House, Austin, they present the president with some sort of memorabilia, whether it's a jersey or maybe a ball cap, something to remember the visit by. And the Patriots presented Trump with a jersey, and the jersey was numbered 45 in honor of President Trump being the 45th president of the United States. But in terms of memories, one lighthearted moment during the visit by the Patriots, their star tight end, Rob Gronkowski, kind of peeked into a White House press briefing held by Sean Spicer, the White House spokesman, and he kind of caught Spicer off guard, popping his head into the press briefing, and that got a few laughs from the assembled members of the media, Austin.
Okay, that's some good ones to take away. Sonny, let's wrap up this show with Serena Williams. It was a bit shocking because I was saying we want to see more of Serena in 2017, but she's come out to say, hey, guys, I'm pregnant. Not just pregnant, 20 weeks. That's about 5 months. Sonny, doesn't mean no tennis for Serena in 2017?
I would think with Serena being 5 months pregnant, Austin, that we're not going to see her for the remainder of 2017. I just don't see that happening at this point based on her pregnancy. However, I would never rule out her coming back maybe in 2018. She's very physically fit, and if anyone could do it, and there have been other players in women's tennis who have played professionally after giving birth to children. Serena's 35, but she does take very good care of herself. I think most tennis fans would love to see her continue to play, Austin. So we'll keep our fingers crossed and see whether Serena comes back, and we wish her all the best with her pregnancy.
Maybe she might just give us another super mom Kim Clijsters, because Kim did that and then got back and then gave us a shocker. And when you look at the women's category in tennis, it's a little bit flexible. It's either Serena or Serena. Now that Serena will not be part of it anymore, Sonny, do you think it will still be as competitive as it used to be?
Good question, Austin. Right now, I think Serena just seemed to separate herself from the rest of the women when she was playing her best tennis. Hard to say. It's hard to say whether it'll be. I don't think it's as competitive as the men's game. I think the men at the top are pretty bunched up in terms of skill level. You got Federer, and you still have Nadal and Andy Murray, and then you have Wawrinka. They're all pretty closely bunched, and I don't see that in the women's game right now.
Sonny, you know what? I must say thank you so much for talking to us on the program. Feel free to chant your Go Wizards while I keep saying Russell Westbrook, test him.
Go Wizards! Go Wizards, Austin!
Thank you so much.
Go Wizards!